Hello everyone, it's my pleasure having you once again on this segment on Citizens Dialogue here on First Next News Port Harcourt. I am your humble host, Kings Ojaro. This is the time where we will be discussing some trending happenings and trending political things happening within and outside the country, Nigeria. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Welcome back. Without no wasting much of our time, I will be taking you on the first headlines on this segment, where the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Remi Tinubu, has projected a future major financial strength for the country, stating that Nigeria will soon rise to the point where it leads to other nations. Yes, that is coming from the First Lady of Nigeria, saying that Nigeria will soon come to a time where it will start lending funds to other nations of the world. Now, this is coming from the First Lady, just like I said. She made a declaration in Ile-Ife, Osun State, where she was honored with the chieftaincy title of Yeye Osiwaju Gbongbo Ile Odua during activities marking the 10th coronation anniversary of the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi. Yes, this occurred yesterday at Ile-Ife, where the First Lady was given a title of Yeye Osiwaju Gbongbo by the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi. Now, following, he said the well-attended ceremony drew a long list of political heavyweight former leaders, state governors, and respected traditional rulers from across the country. Now, looking at this statement by the First Lady is an encouragement to me. Is an encouragement, which she has given Nigerians that a time will come. Here, she stated the fact that in 2026, where the country with possibility means will start lending other countries funds and in order to stabilize themselves. But looking at the current situation in Nigeria, do we really think Nigeria have this manpower to be able to lend other countries financial means? With this, if you're looking at the fact that Nigeria is still in a current situation of an heavy debt of 158.9 trillion naira, which we are still, having in our debt rule. Do you really think Nigeria can really make that happen by lending other nations funds and lending them money? Now, if you look at someone will also say that there are also possibility following what the First Lady has said. Yes, there are possibility is which we have other revenues, other means of doing that. If the country was, corruption absent-minded, if the country was not involved in corruption by so many of our politicians, if the country was stable, and also if the country has escaped so many devastated things happening, yes, the pronouncement of the First Lady indeed can really occur if we have proper management from our leaders and politicians. Now, also there are controversies saying that in that statement it's due to our newly ordained chieftaincy title. She expressed that due to excitement, looking at the fact that Nigeria is one of the top growing economy in the country despite its challenges. But the question is this: will that be possible? Now, let's go on without wasting much of our time. While on this, we will be going on a short break. When we return, we will be discussing on a particular trending news from Edo State, where the Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo, accuses politicians of sponsoring kidnappers to destabilize Tinubu's government. Sit back, relax. When we return, I will be giving you more on that headline.
Every great moment starts with a vision, and we're here to bring that vision to life. At First Next Solution, we create world-class media and TV productions that don't just tell stories, they move people. Whether you're launching a brand, promoting your business, or creating a film, our team captures every detail with clarity and creativity. Got an event coming up? We provide professional event coverage that makes every smile. every highlight and every emotion unforgettable. From weddings to concerts to corporate events, no moment is too small to be captured beautifully. Step into our photo studio where lighting, creativity, and perfection meet. Portraits, product shoots, fashion, lifestyle, we craft images that speak louder than words. And for your digital world, we produce powerful social media content designed to stop the scroll and boost your brand. Sharp visuals, clean edits, and fresh ideas that connect. Whatever your story, we produce it, we capture it, we elevate it. First Nest Solution, where creativity meets professionalism. Let's create something unforgettable.
Welcome back to the show on Citizens Dialogue on First Nest News Port Harcourt. I remain your humble host, Kings Ojala. We will be going straight to the last discussion on this segment, whereby the Edo State Governor, Governor Monday Okpebolo, has accused politicians of sponsoring kidnappers to destabilize Tinubu's government. Now, this is coming from the Governor of Edo State, Monday Okpebolo. He claimed that the recent surge in abduction across the country is deliberate, plotting aim at weakening the resolve of President Bola Tinubu. Now, we can all testify that the governor of Edo State, Monday Okpebolo, is a good loyalist to the president. Even, I will say, among all governors of the country. Yes, we could recall a particular news where he also mandated every commissioners in Edo State who were newly brought into their various duties, telling them that without wearing the Asiwaju cap, that they will be driven out of office. We could also testify where he has given, the president and making sure that he will remain his loyalist. Now, this has also occurred recently, saying that the tragic things happening in the country, in terms of kidnapping, terrorism, are being sponsored by politicians trying to weaken the presidential, the president's effort to stabilize Nigeria. Now, further on, he said, he made mention of, politicians. But the question is this: who are these politicians which the governor has failed, to announce, to bring out, to point fingers at, which the governor really failed to do? Now, if I was contribute to that statement, or if I will say one or two things from the past events by the president, where the president also criticized the government of Goodluck Jonathan, that was in the year when he was in power in the year 2013, where he also said if the president Goodluck Jonathan remains in power, that it is going to cause chaos in terms of insecurity. Now, we can also testify, we can also record, these same sagas happening during the time of President Goodluck Jonathan, and also during the time of the late President Buhari. We also have tragic things like this in terms of Chibok girls, in terms of kidnappings of different institutions, terrorism happening during those regime. Now, the Edo State governor is saying that his own boss, who is the president, President Tinubu, is being conspired, by one or two sponsoring these bandits and terrorism happening in the country. But forgetting that his boss, the president, also condemned past administrations, about terrorism. Now, he should be looking at the fact that the president needs more job. He needs more effort. He needs to put more effort in terms of insecurity in the country, rather than trying to point fingers. Yeah, I will urge the governor of Edo State to really, join hands in his boss administration in tackling insecurity in the country, rather than trying to point hands on different unknown politicians in the country sponsoring banditry. This is not the time to blame anyone in government. This is a time to look at, to find solutions on how insecurity and insurgencies will come to an end in Nigeria. Even in his own state as a state governor, he could see the challenges he is facing. It's something you should look at as a state governor in tackling the insurgency happening in Edo State in places like Remi, in places like Okada and thereabout. Recently, there was a news where a kidnapped victim, out to cry out loud, calling on his own effort as a state governor to come to our rescue. He should be looking at measures and ways to put an end to the insurgency happening right there in Edo State, rather than trying to point fingers at those trying to destabilize his boss, that is the current administration of President Tinubu. Now, the governor in this statement has made Nigeria feel that the insurgencies happening are ways of politicians, high-profile personals trying to bring down his boss policy, against 2027's upcoming election. That is to say that these people don't really want, the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to continue even after the election in 2027. So the question now is this: do we really think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is being conspired, is being plotted by other politicians who are alleged, sponsoring banditry in the country? That will be a discussion for another day on Citizens Dialogue. I remain your humble host, Kings Ojalo. It's a bye for now.